Lay your burden down and lift your heart up as we explore our spiritual journeys. Before email, before texting, before Google, before anything wireless, there was Morse code. One time a young man went into an office to apply for a job as a Morse code operator. He entered a large, noisy office with a telegraph clicking away in the background, and he joined others applying for the job. Suddenly, he stood up and went into the manager's office. The others thought he was very brash to do that, but he got the job because the telegraph clicking in the background said, "If you understand this message, come into the manager's office and the job is yours." The key requirement was that he understood Morse code. You know, in the Old Testament and the New Testament, Ezra the prophet and Jesus Christ made sure the people of their day understood what they were saying. Let me read two brief passages to illustrate that. Nehemiah chapter 8, verses 2 and verses 4 says, "Ezra the priest brought the law before the assembly of men and women, and all who could hear with understanding." And verse 4, "He stood on a platform of wood which they had made for the purpose." And then in Luke, referring to Jesus, "He stood up to read, and the scroll of the prophet Isaiah was given to him." There was some pre-planning there. They were aiming their messages at those who understood, and they used platforms of wood, and they were standing so that people could see them and hear them as they communicated their message. Just notice that, the standing on a platform and opening the book in the sight of all. It's a message in itself saying, "This is the word, thus saith the Lord. This is the Holy Scriptures." Those that could understand were gathered. His friends, referring to Azariah, they helped the people understand the reading or the sense of the reading. What was the end result? Well, the end result was the people wept when they heard. They were comforted because they understood the words. And with Jesus, they turned from their sins and they repented. And yes, I think some of them wept too because they understood the Word of God from the living Word of God. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12 tells us about the Word. "The Word of God is alive and powerful. It is sharper than the sharpest two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit, between joint and marrow. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires." May you see the journey through to God Himself. This is God Peddler. I post every weekend and every midweek. God bless.